How do we maximize jump stability and strength? Well, I'm gonna show you 4 movements today to maximize the strength, stability around the knees and ankles, and build elasticity to be able to jump higher and also land and not be worried of the impact. So to start off, we have the split squat, ATG split squat, trying to get full range of motion, starting very simple with just body weight alone, getting as deep as we can into that stretch position, getting full hamstring to cover calf, back leg is active into the ground, and I'm pressing back up, right? You wanna start here at this level, then you can progress to loaded into the position, just like that. Then you can work your way lower to then get to that flat ground position, right here, keeping that back leg active, getting full knee over toe, and pressing back up, targeting this VMO muscle in the knee, opening the connective tissue, and opening and lengthening this back hip in that bottom position, keeping the back leg active. So getting in that deep knee bend position is then going to be able to strengthen all the muscles surrounding the knee and the connective tissue to then prepare yourself and not be so worried to jump and to land. So, and then an even advanced version of the split squat is to get bar on back loaded on the flat ground, no issue. Control the way down. I often like to do tempo, so 4 seconds down, hold, 1, 2, then press, 1, 2, reset. That's a good standard to be at. Then moving on to the back squat. So once we balance unilateral strength, we can then get into a back squat with the best form. And I like to load this with chains, get eccentric loading. There's many different variations on how to squat to get the most out of every different position as an athlete. I'll show 2 variations. So you can use a slant if you need to. If you don't need to, just go straight down, keeping a flat back, pressing back up. If you need the slant, use it, right? Controlling, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, pop, just like that. Firing the quads, not letting the hips go first. Then I'm gonna show a drop catch. So I'm gonna drop the weight, catch it, and then explode up, just like I'm mimicking a jump. So I'm here, drop, and then catch it. So that's a fast variation, right? But what is this gonna do, right? So in a jump, we're always in this position. When we're in here, when we're below that 90 degrees, we're then able to develop all the muscles to prepare us to be able to handle load more comfortably. Once we then develop those muscles around the knee, we can then develop lower leg elasticity. So my favorite, bent knee calf raise. This helped a ton with my Achilles, as well as a few athletes like Aiden came in struggling with Achilles issues and inner and outer hip pain. And this exercise completely eliminated it for him. And so controlling the way down, not getting the heel to touch. If it does touch, then scoot a bit more back. Flex this tibialis muscle and then fully flex all the way up, building this calf right here and the soleus muscle. So controlling the way down and pressing all the way back up is very key for building lower leg strength and length from the Achilles to the soleus to even the gastroc to be able to handle and get full extension into that jump at the bottom, but also land with control and not worry about an Achilles tear or an ankle injury or a rupture, right? We're just building protection around it. If you don't have a weight or bench, whatever it is, you can use for the bent knee calf raise, just using body weight alone, bending both legs, roll the hips forward, come up on the calves. Then you can work to single leg, just like that, and control the way down. You want to control the way down so that we can open up the Achilles slowly and then force blood flow there, mimicking sort of an isometric type of movement. So once we then build all those, we're then gonna work into depth drops, right? So to put everything together that we've just worked on, right? Building the muscles in the knee, elasticity and strength, build stability around the ankle, then we can get into something mimicking a jump in game to be able to handle that load and handle the impact, but also be able to jump, right? Perfect example to superset with those movements is a depth drop. I use this all the time with my athletes, right? Getting up, this may be a more advanced level, so you could start here. We're just controlling the way down, landing, not heel slapping. So I'll show an example quick here. Boom. I'm in the knee over toe position, okay? So we're here starting at this level, land, and absorb the load into the jump. That's why I tell a lot of my guys, usually whenever you land, you like to heel slap and there's no base. You want to land into the base to get ready to go up again, right? So then you can progress to even higher heights. This is where we can get to that more freak level of landing, controlling, and absorbing the load of the jump. So single leg, and I'm landing into the position. I'm strong, and I'm able to then jump back up. And I'm able to then jump back up, right? One more here. Right, so that's the example of the depth drop. Pair that with exactly what we're doing in there with strength training, building adaptation, then pairing it with a plyometric like this. You don't want to be afraid of adding a plyometric in with your strength training. You can work both in, develop the strength, the elasticity of the muscle, build the stability of the Achilles, that tendon, and then work it and prepare it for a sport activity. So just to show how this is all put together, right? Using the split squat to build unilateral strength and length in the back hip while developing the VMO and the connective tissue, then get into the deep squat to build strength through full range of motion of all quad muscles, and then work the stability of the lower leg, controlling up and down, mimicking what you would do in a jump and land, and then pairing it all together with the depth drop is ideal for any type of lower or explosive jumping day. This is an example of a leg day that I would work with my high school football team to then develop them to be able to jump higher and run faster later in the week. Right, so you build and break down in here with the strength and plyometrics, and then later on in the week, you really test it out and you see what results you've then produced in the gym. That is how to maximize stability for jumping. This is exactly what I used myself to progress to be able to dunk and run faster than I ever did as a Division I college football player. This is what I use with all of my athletes, and all they've done is made significant results. This has helped them progress forward in running and jumping, but mainly stability for the jump itself. So I hope this helped, and as always, stay locked in.